the reality? What's the reality?
Hey, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of What's the Reality? You guys, I have a very, very, very exciting couple with me today. Please help me welcome the beautiful couple, Vic and Christine from Love is Blind Season 10.
Hi, y'all.
Hey. Welcome, guys, to What's the Reality? Thank you so much for joining me fresh, hot off the reunion. And when I say hot, that reunion was hot. How's it been keeping your relationship a secret for almost a year?
It's been challenging, but like not at the same time. I feel like we're both so like kind of low key and kind of homebodies anyways.
Yeah.
Like outside of our close friends and family, like pretty much people that were at the wedding, like everybody kind of knows. So for the
Yeah.
most part, it's really been like fairly normal. It's more so just been since cast release and stuff came out that we've really
Yeah.
had to make a lot of changes. But I'd say
Yeah,
overall it's been pretty chill.
it's weird to have to like filter out like Christine's name or
Yeah, that
Yeah.
part.
my
uh-huh.
wife from
I
conversations.
can imagine.
So like talking to like other married folks, or if I'm
Mhm.
giving examples and not saying that I have a wife or not having that
Mhm.
ring on, it's
Yeah.
just odd as heck.
Yeah. We're so sorry to everyone we've lied to in the past year of how we met.
Yeah.
Yo.
I think our story was like we got set up on a blind date.
Oh,
Wink,
yeah,
wink, you know,
yeah,
like because
yeah,
we're
yeah.
trying to like not totally lie, just
Uh-huh.
kind of
Oh, that's
not
so
include
cute.
a lot
Yeah.
of the key
The
details.
details,
So,
yeah. Wow. So
Yeah.
are you guys now like finally wearing your rings outside or
Just
not
for today.
yet? Just for
Yeah,
today.
just
Okay.
today.
I
yeah,
get it.
yeah, it was so
Gotcha.
fun to put it back on for
Yeah.
the reunion.
I
You know, it's like we get
know.
to actually be married again.
Yay.
But yeah, they've kind of been in hiding, put away for the past few weeks. So we have what, 2-3 weeks
3
left
weeks
until
and then
we
we
can
get
like,
to just be free.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know that feeling, girl. Rock your ring.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I missed her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fun to wear again.
Yeah.
So what has life been like since you guys wrapped filming?
So after film wrap, we pretty much just merged our lives. So Christine left Cleveland, came over to Columbus. We're in a larger apartment. We're gonna rent for a little bit until we get a home out there and put down roots. We're not too far from work, maybe less than 2 miles from work, traveling and home cooked meals that are like across the spectrum that taste really good. What else can I say? Waking up to love notes and whatnot.
Aw.
It's been dope. Got a step cat now, Jill.
A stepcat.
Baby
Yeah,
cat.
yeah. It's funny because my cat was actually an inheritance from my grandmother when she passed away.
Yeah.
So she's this like little old lady grumpy cat, and she like picks and chooses her feelings, how she feels about Vic. So that's been a little bit of an adjustment. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the cat?
Sometimes she snuggles with me.
Yeah.
Sometimes she'll
She'll
bite me.
bite.
So
Bite you.
I don't know.
It's a gentle bite. It's not a violent bite. It's a little like, I'm not messing with you. Like, don't touch me.
yeah,
Okay.
Stockholm syndrome.
Oh.
Yeah. That's
Love and hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vic, you're a professor. How have your students reacted to seeing you on the show?
oh man. Those students,
Yeah.
OSU students are the best students
Oh,
out there.
good.
Super supportive.
Yeah.
Like at some points though, you kind of got to create some boundaries. I had one student raise their hand in the middle of class when I asked them like if they had any questions.
Yeah.
They're like, I saw you on my For You page. I'm like, hold on. This is not the place for that.
Focus,
Yeah,
right?
let's stay
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
But it's been dope. Like super supportive students, my colleagues, the whole nine.
That's amazing. You two are definitely one of the most beloved couples of the season. What's it like seeing the support for your relationship?
Obviously, like we knew what our connection was, but you never know like truly what's going to be seen and to what extent. And so there was like a little bit of like healthy nerves of like, what exactly are we going to look like, you know, but it was super genuine. Like, I think everything that they showed was very progressive, natural, like the way we felt it. And so it was just really beautiful to get to watch back and to people to really see and feel the things that we did. Cause there was even times during filming, like, is this in my head? Like, am I in
Yeah.
this little love bubble? Are we in this love bubble? And like for other people to see it too. And just to have the support has been incredible.
Yeah, I completely agree. I
Yeah.
think I really love just the sentimental sort of kind of comments and supports that come in there. Given that folks don't really know us in that way, but they're
Right.
seeing like snapshots of us
Yeah.
over time that are
Right.
pretty authentic. But then that aspect of it where like, hey, we like that y'all were forthcoming about your faith, for instance, and having these tougher conversations. And we had a lot more difficult conversations than you can see on TV. But to like have those just, again, mature dialogue that you need for a healthy relationship and seeing kind of folks jump in the DMs or in our comments saying, hey, we're rooting for you, and this is what we need to see more of, was just empowering, where we're like, hey, there's something here that we need to talk more about when it comes to just a healthy relationship, a healthy marriage, and what that should look like.
Yeah, you guys are the people's champs over here. Like the people are rooting for you. I'm seeing the comments. Social media is going crazy for you guys. And like you said, it's like the authenticity and the questions and the conversations that you guys are having, it needs to happen. And especially in times like these, like it's so important. So to be able to see that on our screens and be displayed so beautifully from you guys is like just amazing.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Okay, let's get into your season now.
Mhm.
Well, before we get into it, let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
How did you both end up on the show? Did you apply? Did casting reach out to you?
So I applied.
Ooh.
It was like one evening after work, and I think I'm eating dinner by myself, like scrolling on social media,
Yeah.
and I saw that they were casting in Ohio. And at first I was like, is this an AI thing? Is this some kind of spam?
Yeah.
I'm like, is this really happening? And so I clicked it and started following the prompts, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing anything right now. I was like, why not fill out the application?
Yeah.
And then it, like, the more I got into it, like, it's super intensive. I mean, you guys know like how long and intense it really is. But then I was like, this is really cathartic. I was like, I like this. Like, it's asking questions about me and what I want in a partner. Kind of like my past, all kinds of things. It was so in depth. And like, I really enjoyed filling it out. Again, submitted it, never thought in a million years anything would come of it. And everything just kept falling into place. And I was like, this just feels so right. There's a reason I'm doing this. And
here's your reason.
here's my reason.
Yeah. That's amazing. What about you, Vic?
So my situation, it was more so one of my closest friends hit me up and said, hey, Love is Blind is casting in your city. And my friend was super aware of just kind of my love life, the past, the whole nine, and was like, hey, why not just shoot your shot through something like this? So I took a closer look at it, and I'm like, nah, this is not really my style. I'm very much to myself. It's weird because I think you're like this too. Like we can socialize and be forward facing and talk with people, but we're introverts at our core. Like, so it's like, I don't want to go and do something like that. I want to have a firewall with like my personal life and the world. So it's like a tension there. Lo and behold, I took another look at that application, and those questions were like thought provoking. And for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me reflect on these questions. I like to see kind of strengths, weaknesses, the whole nine. I sit with it, and it was cathartic just going through some of those pieces and whatnot. And I've done like therapy in the past and whatnot, but this was like, shoot, like, like other piece of it. Long story short, I submitted the application. I heard, I want to say maybe 2 weeks before things even kicked off. That they were like, hey, we want to start the process. So it was the entire thing, the background check, the psych eval, all those different elements that go into it. Rapid pace. And I'm like, there's no way these pieces could have fallen together if it wasn't divinely ordained. Like Fourth Avenue, like, now we're going to fly you out. And then we're in the pods.
And it's funny too, because little side note, I was so convinced that we were handpicked for each other. I was like, they did some digging. They were like, this person's going to match so well with it. Obviously they don't guide or, they don't intervene whatsoever. But I was like, they really did their best to set us up. They knew from day one, because I interviewed, probably like 6 to 9 months before. And I found out, I think we were back in Ohio when I found out that he applied, like was doing everything 2 weeks before the pods. And I was like, so they didn't handpick you? Like, this wasn't intentional. This was some crazy coincidence.
I wonder if, I mean, this is probably impossible. Let's see you guys' applications and see how many of your answers.
That would be really interesting.
That would be so cool to
compare.
see, because like, I remember that application, and it's like, if you don't take it serious, you do end up like in like really bad predicaments, because there are people that really take it serious, and then you're on there lying about all types of things, and it hurts the experiment. So like, if you're like you two taking it very serious, and me as well, there's really like hope for it, because you can find like-minded people. That's why it's so important not to lie in those things. I mean, it's long and it's tedious, but like you said, you kind of are looking inside, and you're really doing the work, and you're like, okay, if this is something I really want, I have to take it serious. And some people don't, and it ruins everything.
I mean, we've seen that.
For sure. A few times.
It was clear from the start that you guys had very strong chemistry. What was the first thing you connected over in the pod?
It's faith.
Yeah.
That was the first thing. Walked in there after several different dates, and it's like we connected on just the point we were in our lives, right? In terms of what we're trying to pursue and how we're trying to grow as individuals. So, I mean, we have a strong belief system, and I know everyone doesn't believe, and that's neither here nor there, but more so we're in the same path, right? And I think that was a sticking point very early on when we first met, at least for me, at least.
Yeah, I agree. It's funny because, you know, one of the questions, it's not shown on the show, but Nick and Vanessa are like, what is your strategy going into the pods, especially day one for those first few minute dates?
Yeah.
And the question that I answered was, you know, I wanted to know what they did on a Tuesday and on a Sunday. And Nick and Vanessa were like, why a Tuesday and a Sunday? And I was like, because that's my way of not directly, you know, you get a lot of info from those questions. You get, what are your habits? What's your job? Do you go to the gym? Do you hang out with friends or family? You know, what's like a casual average day, a Tuesday, right? And then Sunday, it was like, do you go to church? So instead of me directly like bombarding, do you go to church? Do you believe in God? This, and this, like I kind of got a good insight without being too invasive.
That's a good strategy.
You know?
Yeah.
So that was my go-to question. He's the only one that I didn't get to give my go-to question to.
Really?
And our conversation was just natural. And he ended up bringing faith up with me before I even got the chance to. So like my ears perked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so easy for a lot of reasons. One, it was the instant connection, but then if we bring in like relativity in terms of the other interactions in some ways, it was by far two separate types of conversations, right? If we walk into a pod and the first thing you want to talk about is, I don't know, something sexy or superficial, that's not what I'm looking for, right?
Yeah.
So it narrowed down some things in some ways. And then I have this woman here who's just lighting up my world in this different way where it's not even any physical stuff, right? And it's, again, mature, adult conversation. Someone who is signaling to me, I'm looking for a longevity with you. And I'm like, that's what I want. I don't want play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Vic. I'm ready. Don't come in here playing with me. I love it. Okay, so you were the first couple the audience got to see get engaged, but were there any other connections you both had that we didn't get to see?
Not really. I know, like, I mean, you know how it is. Like, you're really kind of encouraged to like explore other options.
Open,
yeah. And like, that's very fair. You know, like, who's to say you wouldn't have picked someone else? And then here I was like gun-ho on you and then didn't end up with anybody. So it's very fair, you know? And so we really tried to push along, but we were each other's number ones from day one. Like we didn't know that at the time. We never really discussed like our connection with each other. I think we both just knew. But the other people that I like kind of tried to push things out further with, I talked to Mike for a few days and to Devontae for a couple days, but very just like going through the motions, you know, trying to like
get through the date,
see if there's going to be a spark, and, you know, and kind of take it from there. But no, I was like devastated every time I walked in and it wasn't Vic. And I'm like, oh, I have to sit through an hour conversation. Like, no offense to anyone else, but like, I don't necessarily want to be sitting here. You know, I'd rather be talking for 2 hours with you.
So cute.
Yeah, so something very similar. Because you're in that space and you want to be vulnerable and embrace the experiment. So it definitely didn't write anyone off. It was like, let me explore these. Even folks, going back to the faith point, who did not have a belief system, like, let me still explore and see. The two people who made it furthest along, I think it was cut off maybe by day 5, the two individuals. One was Dynasty and the second was
No. Brit.
Yeah, Brit. So those two, I made it the furthest within the pods. And yeah, it was kind of night and day in a lot of ways.
When I think about the people that, like the kind of people that you said and the people you said, I'm like, this still makes sense.
Yeah.
This still very much makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, we know that. I think everybody else on our cast 100% knows and sees that. So, yeah.
Well, the fans absolutely loved y'all's reveal. What was going through your heads when you saw each other for the first time?
I was over the moon. I mean, I obviously I was going to love anything that came through those doors, but I think my biggest thing was I thought you were going to be this really short, stocky guy.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that I envisioned. It was all because of that one story about the DR.
What story?
of you, was it you?
Oh.
You, Malik, Buddha, maybe?
Yeah, Buddha and Malik.
So him and a couple of his friends, apparently, I don't know when this was.
Way back in the day. It was Puerto Rico we went to.
Oh, Puerto Rico. Okay. They were on vacation and they had like convinced the bartenders that they all played for the Detroit Lions.
I'm crying.
And just like we're having a good old time pretending to be famous in a different country.
Yeah.
And I don't know why in my head I had it that you said the D line. And I was like, oh, he's going to be this short.
Nah.
You know, so that's the only thing that I had envisioned. Other than that, like,
And you're like,
total
I'm
blank
still
slate.
here
And I was
for
like,
it.
I might tower over you,
Yeah.
you know, whatever, but like I'm here for it.
Yeah.
And so when the door opened and I saw him from afar, I was lost for words. I mean, he was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. And then obviously because of the emotional connection, I mean, I think objectively I would have found you attractive regardless. You know, I got really, really lucky there. You know, like this
Aw.
fits
Yeah.
anyways, but
Thanks, bro.
even before that, like I knew I was going to be obsessed with whatever. So it was just the cherry on top.
Yeah, she said love is blind.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because I was mentioning this to Christine, which is when I first came through those doors, I couldn't really see her because my vision isn't the best. This is something that didn't get shown in the pods, but like I had an eye issue, something called keratoconus. This is an eye disease. Your vision starts going. I was legally blind at a point. Got it to stop progressing. So it takes me a while to really see. Like I got to be up close, or sometimes I'm not looking in your eye. I'm like looking kind of around. So when I'm coming through those doors, I can't really even see her still.
Oh my gosh,
So-
that's a long reveal.
So it took a minute to get
Had
up
to wait
there.
till we got a little closer.
But my heart was in the right place. So I'm like,
Yeah.
even though I can't see, I just see a silhouette. I'm just like, I know whoever this is, I'm going to love that person no matter what. So walking down there, finally she came to the vision and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like you're beautiful.
Wow. How'd you feel about that, Christine?
Great. I mean, because, you know, of course, that's no matter how confident you are or what you think, what you don't think, what your insecurities are, you know, it's hard. It's hard to meet anybody in the real world. Like it takes a lot of confidence to go talk to someone and have a conversation. But when you kind of have like that slight fear in your head, like, what if they don't find me attractive? You know, because I think it's also because of the previous episodes. Like I knew Vic was going to love me no matter what. Like I really, truly believe that. But then there is like, you know, that little guy on your shoulder. Like what if, what if they don't find you attractive? You're not their type. They had this different vision, you know, whatever it is. We see it every season play out. So, but I mean, the poem, you know, that I think settled a lot of my fears before going into it. But yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful moment. Yeah. And it was really, really, really cool to get to watch back.
Yeah. Before those doors even opened, I prayed too. That didn't get cut. So I prayed before those doors open. I'm like, I don't care who walks through the other side. Like literally, I do not care. And what I tried to do in my head, and I won't go into details, I tried to envision like whatever the worst physical is sort of deal, right? And I was like, yeah, that's my life's gonna be.
Wow.
Walking through the door, and it was something different when I got closer and I could finally see. So
After 10 paces.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. You guys committed to the process, committed to each other. I'm getting chills. Okay, let me focus. So out of 7 couples, you were the only one to go to Malibu instead of Mexico. How did you feel when you were told you weren't going?
I think there may have been a little something in the back of my mind. Like I had a feeling that we weren't going to go. And I don't know why, because everybody else was so sure that we were going to go. Like we were like the one like super solid couple. It was like a given. But I think I just knew. And so when we went down, I was almost like prepared. And I remember when she first told us, it was like a little bit of dagger, you know, I was like a little disappointed maybe, but then immediately I was like, that's fine. Like I came here for somebody and like, I have that, like, I don't, you know, Malibu who, you know? And then for me, I remember her saying, oh, like, but we saw your love story. We really believe in you guys and we want to still support you and show you how much we love you. And we want to do this for you. We want to send you to Malibu. And she's like, we just have to call Vic, make sure he's on board. And then like, we'll get the ball rolling. And in that moment, I had a quick little like, what if he doesn't want to go? You know? And so I had to go back up to the hotel room and I'm waiting. I get a knock and then they're on FaceTime with Vic. And again, I'm like, what's he going to do? Does he want to go back to Ohio? Do we want to wait and go to Malibu tomorrow? Because we had like the option. Do you want to go now, tomorrow, Ohio, this, that? And they handed me the iPad, and he's just like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and says, "Hey, babe, like, so we're going to Malibu?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're going to Malibu." Yeah. So
It was exciting.
Yeah.
It was exciting. A little bit, a little part of me was like, the experiment is concluded, though it wasn't, right?
Yeah.
You have to come back and live your life. But in my head, I'm like, if I'm my wife, like, you're gonna be good to go.
Right.
So the fact that they even offered Malibu, I'm like, hey, this is a beautiful gesture of they see what we feel.
yeah.
Let's take it as a nice, relaxing time to dig even deeper and continue to kind of grow what we started in the pods.
Right.
Were either of you like Love Is Blind fans prior? Like, had you watched the show before?
I have watched
You
the
have
show.
watched the show?
Yeah.
Did you?
A little bit. I watched your season.
Oh, God,
I've
sorry.
watched. I'm so sorry. I watched like sporadic, but like I wouldn't say I was like a diehard. Oh, there's a new season on. I'm gonna watch. Like it's kind of like a background show for me, you know. But we've actually binged. We watched like 3 seasons in the past couple months.
Before the reunion.
Yeah, before the reunion. So yes and no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I do want to clear one thing up.
Mhm.
There are rumors about why y'all didn't go to Mexico. Were there actually passport issues, or was it purely budget related?
I got my passport. Christine got her passport.
Well, you know what's funny? At this moment, I don't have a passport.
Oh.
It's it might expire just this past
yeah.
January. It's literally in the mail. It's going to be delivered tomorrow.
You need
ironically.
your passport to get on the show.
Right. That's
You
what
need
I
your
said. I'm like,
passport, yeah.
people, and I'm like, he's a professor.
Yeah.
I work in healthcare. Like, I have to have my professional license. Like,
yeah,
yeah, if there were anything. So,
that's funny.
yeah.
No issue there.
People were spectating all types
Right.
of stuff.
And I'm like, the article that came out, I mean, people really wanted something juicy and something dramatic. I'm like, that's like the genuine reason, you know, or maybe that we were too quiet. You know, we were told that our reveal, especially, I think I was like whispering the whole time. So I think audio wise, we were a little hard to pick up. That was kind of a joke about why we didn't get to continue on. But no, that
was
true.
insane. If one thing we learned about that, and even other things we've seen online, is like, if you don't control your narrative, the internet will control your narrative for you.
100, and they will take it and run.
And fill in all types of things about what happened or who you are. It's mind blowing.
Yeah.
But you got to keep that away.
Yep. We only got to see some self-captured footage of your getaway. So fill us in. How was it?
Tranquil.
Yeah.
Tranquil.
Really
Walks
was.
on the beach. Sitting, having a drink, kicking back, watching the ocean, the little birds flying around.
Yeah.
No one really out there at that time of the year.
Yeah, we were like maybe one of like 2 or 3 couples. I think there's a couple like girlfriends there, like a friend group, but we were like kind of the only ones on the resort too, which was
Wow.
really, really cool. So we got to have some really good meals. The beach. We did the sauna. We hit the gym a couple times. Like kind of like
Whimsy.
yeah. It was
It's good.
Yeah, it was really, really nice because we had our phones back then at that time too. You know, like
Wow, yep.
we are totally back into normal life. But I think we called my mom and your mom and then put our phones away. Like that was it.
Yeah.
We had like a quick little introduction. Hi, I'm engaged. Here's where we are. We're alive. We're healthy. Like all is good. And then we just kept going and enjoying just the 2 of us, you know, essentially just like we would have in Mexico. So.
Okay. Do you think being on the getaway alone without the cameras allowed you to deepen your connection quicker than the other couples?
I'll say yes, because I feel like if we're on a getaway with the other couples, it would have, I could see us naturally fall into a space where we may like mediate or kind of, because we want to encourage the guys and the women to see certain things. So I think it would have maybe taken away from, maybe, I don't know. What do you
No, I see what you're saying. At first I wanted to be like, no, like we would have bonded and had the same connection wherever we were. But I get that point. Like, not in the sense of real world and friendships and family, but like just being in the dynamic of the show and like the other drama going on. And yeah, like you said, I feel like we definitely would have been kind of mom and dad a little bit, like kind of had to mediate and be pulled into other conversations and other stuff that would have maybe taken away from like our quiet time, you know? So yeah, that's a good point.
So when you guys got back to Ohio, we didn't see you living in the apartments together. Did you guys eventually did you guys live together during that time?
We didn't move in together until after the wedding.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did back and forth. So there wasn't a week that went by where we didn't see each other. So I would go out there for a while. She would come by me for a while, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah. Yeah, because we thought we were done filming, initially. So I went back to work. Like I was like, hey, I'm back from my leave. Like I'm going to go back to work. So I was working full time in Cleveland. You were
still
kind of dabbling into work, but you're back in Columbus.
Yeah.
And so we kind of rotated weekends or evenings we made it work. And then with filming, like we'd have to kind of do the same thing too. Like they would come up to Cleveland occasionally. I'd come down to Columbus occasionally. And so in some ways we had more stress than, the couples are living together. Things are easy, their jobs, they know their schedule. And I'm driving, packing, unpacking, laundry, dealing with friends and family. We're long distance. So like we actually had, I feel like a little bit more thrown into us that I think a lot of people didn't realize. Cause a lot of them are like, you guys have it easy, like da 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 da, and it's like, we still had our
the long distance aspect was there.
Would spend hours on the phone in the evening, like back in high school. So different dynamic, but still had some challenges. Yeah.
When you guys were finally able to see the other couples outside of the pods, what was that like?
I think a lot of it was like what happened, kind of. I think it was good to see folks. Like we were excited to see folks because you trade a bond in those pods. But then to know that there are things unraveling in those relationships, we didn't want to see that.
Yeah.
The experience, you're going there, you're rooting for each other and whatnot. Regardless of the good, bad qualities that you have, you're like, all right, maybe there's something that's going to mesh here. And then to hear like what's going on, and it's just like, damn, sort of do. Yeah.
Yeah. Well said.
Were you guys did you guys, I guess, were you removed from the other couples, or did you have like friends? Were you in group chats? Like, did you guys not know what was going on until you saw them, or you had an idea?
We had group chats. So on the guy side, at least, like we have group chats, light conversations and things like that.
So you kind of knew what was going on.
Yeah. Like I'm thinking Chris and Jess specifically, like I knew there was something really awful that happened. I kind of had a generalization of it, but my face was 100% genuine. Like that was my first time hearing the story and really getting details directly from her of what had happened. So like we were included, but not to the extent that they would be with each other. Right. So I feel like we did have a lot of catching up to do.
Because they live in the same quarters and we don't live in the same quarters. They had the trip together. So I think that creates a different bond in some ways and what insight you get on what's taking place,
Gotcha. Okay. So Christine, it was very sweet getting to see you introduce Vic to your mom. What was your reaction when she called him hot in her interview?
Well, we woke up, we watched the episodes when they first dropped at like 3 a.m. So we're still half asleep. And I feel like that happened pretty early on in the episode, wasn't it?
I think so.
And so we were like half asleep, locked in, watching it. And then that happened. We just started cracking up laughing.
That is hilarious.
And it's funny because she never once told me anything that she said during that interview. And I was like, I should have known. I should have asked, like, what'd you say? Yeah. Do I need to be prepared? But no, it was really cute. It was really funny. I was like, yeah, that's mom. Like cute and funny. Like, yeah.
She's a sweet lady.
Yeah. What was it like meeting her, Vic?
Oh, it was amazing. Amazing, natural. I'm like, oh yeah, that's Mama Melody. Like super sweet, super loving. I know where Christine gets it from. Like 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. You guys kind of seem to be on the same page a lot of the times, like very strong team. Were there any challenges or disagreements that we did not get to see?
No, I think the only thing that like we really had to touch on was the distance thing. Yeah. Not only during filming and kind of navigating the distance like right then and there, but how and when am I going to move to Columbus? Because that was always the plan. Like I knew he was a professor. I knew like you had really put down roots here. And it made sense for me because I have family in Cleveland. I have family in Southern Ohio, and Columbus is smack in the middle. So it was really easy for me to transition. But I guess navigating the details behind that transition was like not a point in contention by any means, but just like something that we had to like, here's the problem. What are we going to do? How are we going to navigate this? So yeah.
I think that's the big
Nothing juicy. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's like the most boring like issue that we've had.
That's
but
okay.
Yeah.
like how to make that move. Like was
And it's crazy how like easy that really was. My job happened to have an opening, my same position, my same company in Columbus at the same time. And I'm like, this is just more signs.
Meant to
like
be,
yeah. So we got married. early April. And then by the end of May, I was new job living. Yeah. Crazy.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I keep saying this, but I'm like literally getting chills at the way that like the path is just opening up for you guys and like the way this is all working out. Speaking of, you guys had a very honest and beautiful conversation about biracial children.
Yeah.
Did that come up in the pods at all?
No.
Biracial children part?
Yeah. No, because we didn't even, we talked about like who we had dated in the past.
Yes.
Because I think that was important for both of us to understand, you know, what we're getting into. But no, we didn't like explicitly say, I'm white, you're black. Like, what's it going to be like raising children? So not in the pods.
It was like a light touch to see to gauge kind of where we're at. I remember being on a date. I won't say names, but I remember being on a date in the pods, and the person had said something like, I like a little Flavor Flav in my man or something. And I'm like,
Flavor Flav?
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, no.
Yeah, no.
So that type of question had to come up in some sort of way without indicating who you are. And it had to be, what does your past dating typically look like? Or have you dated people of different races and ethnicities?
Okay.
And then it's like, okay, like I know it ain't no fetish. It ain't like self-hate or anything like that happening. Yeah.
Okay. Christine, you shared concerns about not being able to relate to your children 100%. Is that something you still have a fear of?
I wouldn't say I have a fear of it. I mean, it's the reality of it, right? I mean, there's nothing that I can really do to change that, but I don't have any concerns about it because I know how good of a man Vic is and how good of a husband and a father he's going to be. And like, he's already taught me and guided me with so much. Like, I know that we're going to navigate a family beautifully. And I actually had a friend from the podcast sent me or I should say a friend from one of our cast members sent this really beautiful message. And she's in a interracial relation or marriage and they have children. And, you know, her biggest advice was like, your children like are going to find their identity in God, you know, and like, that's first and foremost. And I think that like gave me a really good, just kind of like peace over it all.
Yeah.
But no, I know that we'll be great parents and that we're going to be able to teach and guide and to prepare our children for it. So no, I don't have any fears.
Yeah, that plays a big role because that's come up like even in our home church and conversations we've had there, like our identity first is in Christ. And then there's this next layer of like our racial and ethnic identities and all those cultural elements. And the two can go in tandem. They don't necessarily have to be like diametrically opposed. Yeah. So with that hierarchy at play, we know we're going to be good with our children. And shoot, just yesterday, like being with my family, my sisters, the little ones running around and all that, like we're going to be good. Our kid, we're going to do the best damn job we can. God's willing, if we have a child, if that's in the plan, right? Yeah. The best damn job we can to make sure they understand like both of our worlds, all of this world, all of this that's around us. Yeah. My sisters ain't gonna let that happen. Your sisters ain't gonna let that happen. Yeah. We're good. Yeah. We're good. Like no doubt there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Well, we can wrap here. No, I'm kidding. That was just so beautiful. And you guys just seem so like on the same team and on the same page. And like, you know, ultimately you want the best. And that's all that matters is you want the best for each other. You want the best for your future children. And really all that matters. Nothing else matters. Right. Nothing else matters. And I just had my little girl. And so when you're saying that and I'm thinking about my husband, I'm just like, that's all we care about.
Right.
No, I don't care about the outside noise. I don't care what anybody says. What we want is what is best for her. So when that time, 100%. If that time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. Yeah. Yeah. What was the Pod Squad meetup like for both of y'all?
Oh, the mixer?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Well, again, I feel like that's when we knew of the broader spectrum of issues starting to brew. So I don't want to say excited because that sounds like we were excited to see all the drama. Yeah. But you know, like there was an excitement just because we haven't seen everybody in a long time. And they didn't know what was happening with us. Like, because, you know, they're not prepped of why we're not going to Mexico. So like, we're just not there. And they're like, wait, what? And we're like, wait, what's going on with them? Yeah. And so just like the excitement of getting to see the girls again, you know, getting to kind of reconnect, you know, those relationships was really cool and exciting. But also like, we did want to get like we wanted the tea. We wanted to know what was going on with the other couples too.
Yeah.
So a lot of excitement leading up to it. And then it just kind of like slowly got poked holes in like as the night
were you
continued.
guys aware of like the drama with Chris or?
I heard through the grapevine some of the things with Chris because he was no longer in like the main group chat. He got kicked out. He had said something about Connor and his situation. So he was
not kicked out
of the group chat. And I'm like, oh, snap. And eventually I learned more, especially when we got to the mixer, where I'm like, man, it's funny because when we look back at the clips, like I'm in kind of la la and I'm bowling, enjoying it. And it's just like fire.
Yeah, all around you.
What did you say to this person? I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. Like we knew there was going to be Chris and Jess drama. We knew there was going to be Alex, Ashley, Priyanka. Like I think we were aware of those things happening at the mixer, but like the bathroom stuff, the Bree stuff, like there was a lot, like you said, like we were just like in our own little bubble, like totally unaware of what was happening behind us. So, but then of course, with the group chats and the hangs, like a lot of those things were filled in over the past year.
Yeah.
So there wasn't anything like shocking or really new for the most part that happened at the reunion. So
yeah, and I'm glad that things are in like a better place now with a lot of folks, especially just like in terms of her like finding her now being in that space. And the dude she has, he was in the pods with us for a bit. He didn't make it to the end, but he's a damn good brother. So
I'm so happy.
Yeah, we love them so much.
Yeah, she deserves her flowers and he gave it to her.
Yeah.
She deserved that moment.
Yeah.
Such a special moment for her.
Yeah.
Back to you guys moment.
Oh yeah.
Going into wedding day, were you both already certain that you were going to say yes, or was it something that you guys spoke about?
I don't think we did speak about it.
Yeah.
But again, we just knew.
Yeah.
We never like, what are you going to say? Do you think there's any chance of a no?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we
knew
just
since we got back to Columbus. Like we knew what time it was. We were in Malibu. We came back from Malibu on the same flight, and we knew like, all right, let's plan out our dates and when we want to do things. We were going to elope.
That was the initial plan because we thought we were done filming. So we talked about eloping. Like we're like, this is still real. Like we're still going to get married. We didn't necessarily want or need like the big full on wedding. And we just lucked out that we were able to do that. But
so wedding day, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah. And it's funny because they aired it so beautifully in the final wedding episode. But there actually was like a brief pause before Vic answered, before he said, I do. Me, I'm eager beaver. I was like, I do. I was so excited. And Vic did have kind of like a brief pause. And I think you said a couple words and then you said, I do. Yeah. I didn't realize, like, I didn't peep it because I'm so like locked into him in that moment. But I guess all of our friends like grabbed each other's legs and like my friends thought he was going to say no, like thought this was about to be something crazy. Yeah. And I never in a million years thought that. Like I already knew. I knew we would not be standing up there if we both weren't going to say yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was kind of funny to look back on and hear like what our friends and family were thinking. And I was like, I missed that,
Some shock moments, jaws dropped. Because part of it was the whole thing is unscripted, but there's like a semi-structure to it. So they're like, reflect before you answer. So I'm at the altar and I'm like,
I just didn't listen to instructions.
She said, yes.
Yeah. They were like, don't get too excited. Like, don't say I do immediately. What do I do? Yeah.
Like I do. So I reflect, the audience is like, and then I'll say I do.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So Christine, it was really sweet to see you meet Vic's mom and sister for the first time on wedding day. How was that experience for you?
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I cried watching it back. I think that was like the first time that I really, really cried, like watching the whole thing. It was beautiful because I remember how it felt in that moment. I specifically asked production, I was like, I don't feel comfortable meeting his mom for the first time. Like the first time she sees me is as I'm walking past her down the aisle to marry her son. Like, like I need to have like some kind of connection. I need to touch her, like give her a hug, like see her face beforehand. And I actually didn't know Chandel was coming. So like that was even more incredible because as you guys know, she officiated the wedding. So, oh my gosh, it was just really beautiful to get to meet his mom and to get to have like a little bit of a bonding moment beforehand. And it was really nice getting to see it play back of her like talking about getting to meet me with Vic before going out and kind of giving like a stamp of approval in some sense, you know? So yeah, full circle moment to get to watch it back.
Vic, what was it like watching their first meeting?
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing to see like the woman who birthed me, with the woman who's now my rib, just coming in that same space. The love, the hugs, the embracement. Shoot, my mom meeting her mom and seeing them
that
hug.
was cute. I love getting to see our moms hugging. I was like,
And that's something we bonded over too, like the strengths of our mothers in our lives and the role they play. We didn't see too much of that on the screen, some of it, but that moment like was so symbolic of that too. So I think it was just a necessity to see it.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a tearjerker to see like.
And how special that you guys get that forever.
I know. And here we were about to elope and miss out on those moments. And I'm like, to each their own, you know, do people elope? Like I'm 100% for it. We were going to do it, but it's like looking back now, I'm like, I wouldn't trade this for anything to have those memories. And now we have this footage of it, you know, it's just, it was really incredible.
Christine, girl, I got to ask, what was in that box that you gave to Vic?
The
what
box.
is in the
you
box?
know what's funny? I totally forgot about the box. And we're watching at the end. I was like, oh no.
What was in it?
We still can't speak on that.
Oh.
Or I'll have to move to Amish country.
Oh.
No, it was more kind of cute, playful stuff. What we didn't see is that there was a. We're just gonna speed it up.
My imagination is going crazy. So, like you said, you gotta tell me the narrative, or I'm gonna fill it in myself. Because what was in the damn box?
You can take that answer.
There's stuff that are essential or can be essential for strengthening the bond between a husband and their wife. So
okay, bond strengthening serum. Bond strengthening. That's what we'll call it. Materials. Yep. Okay. Yep. Well,
we'll leave it at that.
We'll leave that there. Looking back on your experience, is there anything you would have done differently, either of you?
No.
Yeah.
No. I think everything plays out so perfectly. Because I mean, my gosh, if we would have changed our lives in the past, or relationships in the past, or whatever it may be, like we wouldn't be here. So it's kind of like the butterfly effect almost, you know? Even the imperfect parts, like that's what makes this so good. So no, not a thing.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah. What is your biggest takeaway from Love is Blind?
Christine.
Oh.
Yeah.
For real. Figuratively and literally. Christine was my biggest takeaway from Love is Blind, that you can, again, love someone without ever seeing them in your lives. You can create these intimate connections that are just divinely inspired. You can find someone where you're like, we are here and I want to give you the best parts possible. And I know you accept the worst parts of me that I will work on to make sure I'm a better man for you. So there's more best parts of me to give you. Like it was that. And that's the best thing that I've gotten out of this experience, hands down.
Thank you. That's sweet.
Yeah.
Try to top that.
Yeah, right. I should have answered first. I think one of my biggest takeaways is, I think to give like real love your full effort and a real chance, because in real life, you know, you're so quick and easy to pass judgment. But when you find somebody that's just as intentional as you are, like go deep.
Yeah.
You know, be vulnerable, open up. Like this isn't someone that you're just interested in casually dating. This isn't someone that you just want to meet your mom or to be a wedding guest date. Like this is your life partner. And if you come into it with intentionality and you let down those walls and you give it your all, like look how much beauty can come from it. And I think I had, you know, some insecurities with myself and with my past and dating, and this was just such a amazing way to find Vic, you know, and I'm so grateful for the show because it taught me what it's really like to go deep. And so I think people like in the real world just go deep, because there's a lot waiting on the other side if you just stop overthinking it and put yourself out there, because your person is out there. I was just lucky enough to find him. behind a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk reunion a little bit. What was that experience like for you two?
Surreal.
So
Yeah. It was so interesting to like dive back in it. You know, we've been off camera for a year.
Yeah.
And so seeing the and especially because they had it set up just like our reveal was. So it was like, oh, this is, you know, reminiscing and looking back on memories and the flashbacks. And so that part was really surreal, especially getting to stand by him this time.
Yeah,
like, you know,
Yeah.
I didn't know you when I arrived last time and like, look how much has happened. So that part was really, really cool. Yeah.
it felt like yesterday because things are so distal when you're out the pods, but then when you're back in that environment, you're like, oh, this was like yesterday. So that experience felt very special just to kind of be back where we met,
Yeah.
you know, and then also the surroundings. It's like, yo, this is season 10. We got AD in the building. We had Cam in the building.
Yeah.
We had the Browns in the building.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Really full of love and full of
Uh-huh.
excitement. So it was like really good vibes, even just going into it. And then also we're excited to hear and see some of the stuff that unfolds because we have no idea what's going to be talked about, what's going to be shown. So we were like there in the audience, you know, for a lot of it too, like back and forth watching. And so overall it was good.
Yeah. What moment shocked you guys the most?
The moment that shocked me the most, and I'm not going to put like a negative or a positive connotation on it, but caught me by surprise the most was the transition from Britt and Devontae's situation in terms of how that ended, unfolded, and then now Devontae has, you know, a young one on the way and a wife on the way and so forth.
Very
and I think
shocking.
that was very shocking. But I actually will put a connotation on it. It's also a beautiful thing to see a marriage and a family take place, hopefully in a healthy space for sure. But that was definitely the most shocking.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. He didn't put that in the group chat.
No.
I think that was like the one thing that we didn't know.
Yeah.
And Brittany's my girl. Like I'm closest with Brittany of anybody. So I was like, I just wanted to get up and run over and hug her in
And
that
she
moment.
found out right there too, right?
100%.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little bit hard in the moment. And I actually haven't even had time to debrief with her yet. So yeah. Been a little bit of a whirlwind.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys stay in contact with any of the couples since you filmed wrapping?
Lightly?
Yeah, the individuals that I'm closest with, like when I say closest, I mean outside of a group chat, like we actually may talk or do something or they'll check in on me, is probably Jordan Faith, so Amber's ex-husband, and Caramel, who's now Jess's new beau. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we maybe had dinner once with Amber and Jordan when they were still together, shortly after filming. And then we've ran into Breezy and Connor. We live like in the same community. So like I was out walking and ran into him. We were sitting outside a coffee shop one time and ran into him. So like we see them, but like, you know, we don't hang with them.
Yeah.
Not that we were against it or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just,
We're kind of, again,
Yeah.
we're kind of to ourselves
Yeah.
for the most part. And then, definitely, you know, I hang out with Jess. I love Jess. We're pretty close, but I haven't really seen like their dynamic of them together yet.
Yeah.
But
We've had Britt and Ross come to our church for a bit too. They attended us in church.
Yeah. So like a lot of the girls individually, but couples wise.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of best that way. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just especially when you're in a new marriage, should just be the two of you for a little bit. So I get that.
Protect that.
Right. What was it like when Nick and Vanessa asked you to sit with the other Love is Blind married couples?
That was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope.
It was like a little graduation.
It was so symbolic.
Yeah.
It did feel like a graduation. That's exactly what it felt like. But really, really sweet. It felt amazing. It just even like waving and everyone like greeting us and like, it was really symbolic.
That was fire. I was like, we're leaning into this. Like these moments only happen once. So it was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Like,
and even getting to watch the little pictures up on the TV. And I was like, at the end, I was like, oh, we're included in this too now. So it was like an induction.
I love that. You guys received your free honeymoon trip. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I was giggling in the audience listening to you read that. But you guys received your free honeymoon trip from TurboTax at the reunion. Any idea where you guys will be going?
we have no clue where. If I don't know if they let us choose or how that works.
If you had a choice, where would it be?
My initial thought was Grenada because we've been talking about going back where Vic's family's from.
My family's from.
That's on the bucket list regardless. I'm like, shoot, if we get paid for, why
That
not?
part, right.
So That's kind of my leading contender in my head right now. But yeah, I guess the options are endless.
Yeah, I think it's endless. Also, Grenada is a definite that we're going to end up doing at some point.
Yeah.
Italy's a definite we're going to do at some point. So I'm thinking of places that are a little bit more, I don't know. And I'm going to throw out Japan.
Yeah, are there limits on this?
I know.
So we could throw out different places for sure. See.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to see where y'all end up.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's my favorite time. Game time.
Okay.
And this is going to be a newlywed quiz.
Okay.
So you've been married for almost a year. So let's see how well you two know each other. I will ask Vic questions about Christine and vice versa while allowing you guys to fact check and react to each other's answers. We got it?
Yeah.
Okay, Vic, you're up first. Who is Christine's favorite musical artist?
Right now, I'm going to go with Olivia Dean.
That's a good answer. Yeah, I like obsessed with her. I've been watching all her videos, and that's why we just did like the little promo stuff, and it was her song, and I was like, another thing. I'm like, this is just like so spot on. So yeah, okay, I'll put that in.
We'll take it, but who's your favorite? Because he's just saying stuff.
Do you know
He's
what?
like, I know this one song.
You know what? I feel like he's more of the music guy, actually. I mean, like, I love
Okay.
music. I listen, different vibes for different times of day, whatever. But I don't know if I really have like a preferred one at the moment. I'm big into podcasts. I listen to so much like true crime and reality
Okay,
TV
so I'll give
and
it
like
to you.
whatever. So yeah, that was a good
I'll
answer.
give you a point. I'll
Yeah,
give you a
that's a good
point.
answer.
Okay. Vic, what is one thing Christine does every morning without fail?
Oh, she has an espresso shot in the morning without fail.
Okay. Is that?
Sometimes two, but yes.
Oh,
Sometimes too.
he's on it. No hesitation. Okay. What is Christine's favorite holiday?
Ooh, sheesh. I'm going to go with Christmas. Yep. Yeah. I'm going to go with Christmas. She puts up the big tree, everything. That's when I say the home feels like a home.
Yeah.
I'm bare bones minimalist. Christine came in. It's like, it's Halloween. We need pumpkins.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. We need the snowman in the tree. It's
Right.
New Year's. Take down the tree. What?
Even my like crazy glittery tree that stressed him out for 4 months. We still find glitter like on the floor. So
I'm like, I don't want glitter in my lot.
Yeah.
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 Okay. It's Christmas.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, girl. I'm just
So you got to
kidding.
get one wrong.
Oh, you get one more?
No. If
No.
you're on, you're on. What is Christine's comfort food?
Ooh. Right now, I'm going to go with so many options. But I know you're probably thinking this. Popcorn. Oh, no, you weren't.
No. I thought you were going to say Indian food.
Oh, yeah. Favorite food. But comfort?
That's a good comfort food.
Okay. All
I
right.
feel like if I've been like gone for a long time or somewhere where I don't get, I feel like maybe I don't do it as much now we've moved to Columbus.
True. Because
I don't have like a go-to Indian
yeah.
spot, but I love
If
Indian
you come to
food.
LA, I'll take you to my spot.
Okay, perfect.
Me and Ollie, we love some Indian food.
Yes, I
Okay.
do too. I
Yeah.
swear I could eat it all day, every day.
So
like,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Our favorite Indian food spot is Krishna's, by the way. It's called Krishna's.
Okay,
Just,
Shout out.
You get half a point for
let me
that
get some
one.
points back.
Okay. All right. You did good, Christine. Let's see if you can get a
Mhm.
perfect score. What's Vic's favorite movie?
Oh, what's the name of it? Black and white film with Zendaya that we watched.
Mm,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about.
I can't think of the name of it though.
I
I'm
think
probably
it's
gonna
two,
go with
it's
that
two
one.
names.
Yeah, I know it's their names and I can't think of it.
I'll give her points for it, though.
Okay.
Yeah, is that your
Malcolm and
Malcolm
Marie.
and
Malcolm and Marie? Yeah.
That's your favorite movie?
I love the cinematography on
It's
it.
so good.
Yeah. Black and
It's
white.
so good.
Mhm.
And the way they filmed
All
it,
the same
so good.
location. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay,
We'll take
1
that.
point for you. If Vic could travel to anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Maybe Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So that could be a lot of answers. I feel like you can't really get that one wrong, but
Yeah.
Japan's definitely up there on the list.
It's funny
Yeah.
because when you asked the question earlier on places for TurboTax, and I was like, we could throw out some places.
Yeah.
I actually murmured Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard
Oh,
you say
okay.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, well, you've already been, but South Africa, I know you loved. Like we've talked about going back together.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a point. I see you, girl. What is one thing Vic does every night without fail,
Mm.
besides dodge your sock?
Oh, every night without fail.
You have like a very strict, like nightly hygiene routine. Like the man takes longer showers than I do.
Okay.
Takes the longest showers. He'll spend forever flossing, brushing his teeth, doing your tongue thing, doing this, doing that. So I would say your whole entire bedtime routine. Like I'll be showered, I'll be in bed waiting, and I'm like, I'm gonna fall asleep by the time he gets out of the shower.
Yeah.
So go with that.
Spot on. I like to take my time.
As you
I like to
should.
take my time.
As you should.
Maybe I'm gonna sing something.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Sing a little song. She's in the
Yep.
bed like.
We didn't have our phones in the hotel, before
Yeah.
the reunion. I was like, what is this man gonna do in the shower? He's in there for 10 seconds and I start to hear whistling.
And final question. What would Vic say is the most beautiful thing about you?
My heart, I guess. I mean, I've heard you. He's really good with his words. We all know that. Vic's very good with his words. And he's very good at expressing his love for me. So I would say my heart and how much I care about people.
yeah. Your heart is instantly what came to my mind.
Yeah.
Her kindness. And you're very good at expressing yourself too. I think better than me, honestly. Yeah.
Thank you. I disagree, but thank you.
Oh, you guys are such a beautiful, beautiful couple. And the love is radiating in this room, like as it did on the screen. And I'm just so grateful that we got an opportunity to see this play out. And I'm looking forward to seeing it unfold some more. I'm so grateful that you guys joined me here on What's the Reality. You guys always have a spot on these couches.
Awesome.
Like whatever, if you guys just want to chat, just call me up.
Yeah,
we can go on double
sure.
dates. And
We're going to get that Indian.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes. But again, thank you guys so much for
Thank you, AT.
Thank you.
Of course. And thank you guys for joining me on another episode of What's the Reality. Be sure to follow me on all social platforms at What's the Reality Pod, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.
What's the reality? What's the reality?